Both of these credit cards can build your credit score fast. However, one can waste your time and your money. And most beginners pick the wrong card because they don't know which one is going to be best for them. Now, you've probably seen something online where it talks about different credit cards or how they all look the same. But here's the truth: it can either fast track you to a higher credit score or keep you stuck under the 500s for years. And banks won't tell you this clearly, okay? Because choosing between a secured credit card and an unsecured credit card the wrong way can cost you approvals, limits, and real opportunities. Hello, everyone. My name is Calvin Russell. I'm a certified FICO professional and a licensed real estate agent. I've helped thousands of people just like you watching this video on how they can increase their credit scores and reach their credit goals. Today, I'm going to show you exactly which card is right for beginners, while most people misunderstand their options that they have and the step-by-step approach that actually works. Now, by the end of this video, you'll know which credit card to pick based on your scenario, how to use it strategically, and how to avoid the same mistakes that many set, especially beginners, in the beginning, okay? And even years it can set you back. Now, before we dive in, I do want to mention that we have a private credit community. This is for people who are serious about improving their credit scores, qualifying for home ownership, or lowering their car payments. You can scan the QR code right here on your screen or click the link in the description to learn more. Now, this is where people just like you get guidance, support, and accountability while building their credit the smart way. Let's start with the core problem that most beginners face. Imagine that you're trying to start on your credit journey. You see two options: a secured credit card and an unsecured credit card. Let's go ahead and break this down. A secured credit card is going to require a deposit. That could be anywhere between $49 to $500 on average. And that's going to become your credit limit in most cases. Now, you do have some places like Capital One where they have a tier system where they have $49, $99, and $200. Now, the limits is going to be $200, but you are able to give them a smaller deposit, whereas most banks, whatever you give them as a deposit, that typically is going to be your limit, okay? Now, an unsecured credit card doesn't require a deposit, but most beginners get denied because they have little to no credit history or a thin file. Now, most people think that they should just pick whichever card looks the easiest or whichever one they've heard of or has the nicest reward points. That's a huge mistake. The wrong choice can delay your score growth for months or even years. You're getting unnecessary inquiries. You're building relationships with the wrong banks that can't take you further than that starter credit card. Let me give you an example. One of our clients, they opened up an unsecured credit card with a $500 limit on her first try. She got approved right away. But the card reported to her credit report very slowly, and her utilization kept bouncing between 30%, 60%, 90%. So because of that, her credit score barely even moved, and sometimes it went down. So here's the thing. You have another person where you can go with a secured credit card and they use the right strategy and they use 10% or less. Now, the card itself doesn't matter, but it's how you use the card. But people will think that if I get a secured credit card or if I get an unsecured credit card, one of them is going to increase my score faster. That's not the case. It's all about how you use the card. As long as you keep your utilization under 10% or less, you may see online that they say 30% or less, but anything between 10 to 30%, you'll start to see movement in the score. If you don't want to see any movement in the score, then 10% or less is exactly where you want to be, okay? And that's going to be the difference. See, the thing is that people don't know what they don't know, all right? And that's going to make a huge difference when you're trying to decide between which card to actually pick, and how to use it is going to make a huge difference, all right? Now, you can also check out my other videos where I break down credit card utilization and how reporting is going to affect your scores, because those strategies are going to tie directly into your card of choice. Now, I did want to mention as well, too, if you want to get a custom credit game plan in which my team can review your credit report and your goals, and what they do is we build a personalized strategy just for you. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description below to get your game plan right now. All right. It's a step that's going to save you a lot of wasted time and money. Now, here's something that most beginners they still don't realize about credit cards. A secured credit card, which may seem less desirable because they typically need a deposit, is often going to be a great way for people to consider building their credit, especially if you've gotten denied for an unsecured credit card. It's going to give you full control over your utilization. And then you have the other side of it, where many people may avoid thinking that, hey, I can't get an unsecured credit card, so they don't even apply. You always want to start with the unsecured credit card first, then get denied, then go with a secured credit card in that order. Because if you start with a secured credit card, now you're wasting money. Okay. You don't want to waste money. The key is not just picking the right card, but using it strategically. Remember that. Okay. And that's every single month. And then over time, especially if you get a secured credit card, they're going to give you a credit limit increase and migrate or transfer that card over from a secured credit card to an unsecured credit card. So now, a lot of times banks don't talk about this, and usually it's going to take anywhere between 3 to 6 months if you want to go from a secured credit card to an unsecured card. And it's going to be the same things we talked about. Paying the bill on time. How can you do that? You can put the bill on autopay. Then, of course, making sure that you're using a small amount, 10% or less. So find a bill that you already have that you pay, I would say $100 or less, $50 or less, something that's, very small, and put that on that credit card and then put it on autopay. You can do that with either of those cards. Okay. Now, the quicker that you do this, the quicker that you're going to build solid credit without the trial and error mistakes that a lot of other beginners they make. Okay. So let's do a quick recap. Secured credit cards are most than likely going to give you a guaranteed approval because you're giving them the deposit. Okay. Then you have, of course, unsecured credit cards. You're still going to get that increase just like you would with the secured card in most cases. But in some cases, you have more options for rewards and perks. And those are going to typically have people with a higher credit score history or credit history in general so they can get approved. OK, so it's not the end of the world if you get denied. Just know that you do have options. One option to consider is going to be with OpenSky. Now, OpenSky, they don't do a credit check. OK, so in most cases, you're going to get approved. The only time they typically decline someone is if A, they can't verify your identity, or B, if you've had them in the past and you didn't pay them. And that's, some people still do that. They'll get a secure credit card, use it, don't pay it back, when in reality, all you got to do is just use a deposit and they'll use that to actually pay the credit card. Okay. So again, no matter which choice you go, it most definitely can help you. All right. Now, which part of this strategy are you most nervous about? Is it picking the right card? Is it managing the card in general, focusing on utilization? Or is it knowing when that your card is actually going to graduate to an unsecured credit card? Let me know your thoughts inside the comment section below. We try our best to read as many as we can and help people just like you. And listen, if you like this video, you're most definitely going to love the next one. I'll see you there.